Hello everyone, welcome to a special ACC tournament edition of In Other Words, Diamondback's Terrapin Basketball Preview Show. I'm Greg Schimmel, Diamondback's Terrapin Basketball columnist, here in Greensboro at the Greensboro Coliseum with Eric Detweiler, our beat writer, set for the Terps ACC quarterfinal matchup playing against Georgia Tech. About a couple hours away, Tech beats UNC to set up this matchup, and what should we look for?
Yeah, we've seen 6 games already here in this tournament, none of which have involved the Terps. It's finally time for them to get on the court up again in a rematch of a game that happened February 20th in College Park that I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably remember it. Cliff Tucker hitting a shot as time expired to give the Terps a 2-point win. Georgia Tech has some work to do to, in my mind, to lock up an NCAA tournament spot. They're at least going to need to play this game tough. They know that, and it should be, given the motivation of trying to get revenge and lock up tournament seeding or a spot in the tournament, they have plenty of motivation tonight.
Yeah, they wouldn't explicitly say it last night. We went to their post-game press conference. We saw Paul Hewitt and Guy on the Wall and Derek Favors. And they wouldn't mention specifically that they won the Terps after the last game. They wouldn't really talk much about the tournament. Derek Favors said he had really had no idea what was going on with this tournament. Didn't know what it meant for them. He's just coming out to play. But it has to be in their mind a little bit. I mean, the Tucker moment was probably the defining moment of the season for the Terps, or at least the biggest play. It had to be the toughest loss for them. So there's definitely going to be some motivation. What should we look for? Favors had a big game last time with 21 points, 18 rebounds. How the Terps going to be able to stop him?
It's going to be tough. In a lot of ways, you think almost they don't worry about it. They just kind of let him do his thing. It worked well for him last time. If they shoot the ball well, they're going to be all right. They didn't shoot the ball great against them last time, and they were still able to pull out the win. If we've learned anything from this tournament, it's been a lot of evenly matched games, a lot of slugging it out, inside physical games, trying to get down and dirty. And in the Terps' 7-game winning streak here to close the regular season, those have been exactly the type of games that the Terps have become experts at winning. So if you look at it that way, you have to like the Terps' chances going forward here in this tournament. That being said, if Georgia Tech plays the type of game that they played last time against the Terps, which Paul Hewitt acknowledged was probably the best game that they played this season, it's going to be tough for the Terps to hang with them this time here in a neutral site.
Yeah, I think we've seen already the higher seed is not necessarily going to win these games. It's a very evenly matched conference. We've seen it the whole season. We just saw Miami, the 12th seed, knock off number 4 seed Virginia Tech. They've now beaten Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. So I wouldn't just look at the seedings and expect, with a 2 seed, except for the 2 seed, they're going to get to the semifinals. Georgia Tech's a very good team. Like you said, they might not have locked up that NCAA berth yet, and they're hungry for another win. So it should be a good game either way. I think it's going to be exciting. What do you think? What do you think the Terps are up to? They haven't played in 2 days. We've been here. Everyone's here. They've been sitting around. How do you think that might affect them? Just sitting around all week?
Yeah, we haven't seen them. We don't know what they've been up to. We've seen a couple of assistant coaches. Obviously, Coach Rob Eason and Keith Booth were out here scouting Georgia Tech yesterday. At this point, there's no secrets though, so it's hard to say exactly what that gained them. I don't know what you can think. The Terps are going to bring to the table tonight. Obviously, Gravis Vasquez has a flair for the dramatic, and no bigger stage in this conference than having the ACC tournament in this building. The top-seeded Duke, he wants another shot at them, and he kind of at this point knows what it's going to take to get there, and this is the first step. So they said all the right things early in the week. Like you said, we haven't seen him in a while, so I'm anxious to see how that turns into their performance here tonight.
So looking a little bit big picture, what do you think the Terps need to do here this weekend? Obviously, they're in the tournament. It's a lock. Probably the first time since our freshman year 3 years ago that we can say going to the ACC tournament that they're definitely in the NCAA tournament. But where do you think they sit right now? What can they accomplish this weekend if they win a couple games?
Well, you look across college basketball, and now's the time when you can start comparing conference to conference. The Big East we saw last night in their quarterfinal round, the lower seeds had great success and kind of made you kind of reevaluate what some of those top Big East teams are. if the Terps have that kind of loss, then you start to wonder. The doubt starts to creep in. Right now, they're a rising team. Joe Lenardi puts together his bracket every day right now. They got the little up arrow because they're playing good basketball right now. If they come out and throw up a clunker heading into the ACC tournament, then doubt starts creeping in. With the seeding, maybe they slide from maybe a 4-5 range down to a 6. If they can do their thing here in the tournament, which their thing means holding seed and making it to the final on Sunday, I think that they're looking in that 4-5 range, and that's about as good as you can hope to be right now if you're the Terps based on how the season has gone.
Yeah, I think that's definitely probably about right, 4 or 5. And we saw Duke today against Virginia. They were in a tight game right till the last few minutes. They did not look like they were some unbeatable, giant, great number 1 seed waiting in the other side of the bracket. And the Terps tied them in the regular season, both 13-3. So if the Terps can play their game, play the way we've seen in the past 2 weeks, there's no reason they can't be here on Sunday in a winnable game against Duke. It should be a great atmosphere if they get to that.
All right, well, I think that we should probably cut it here. We got some food to go get, and couple hours here from now, we'll be back after the game to kind of wrap it up. But until then,
so I get the quick prediction. We'll do it real quick. We'll the whole segment. I'm going to go ahead and say Terps will win by about 3. We'll say 75-72. I think it's going to be a close game. I think come down to the last few possessions again.
I think it's going to be lower scoring, much lower scoring than the last time. Georgia Tech is going to go through one of those big dry stretches that they've been famous for this season. I'm going to go 69-64. Terps win this one, advance to tomorrow's semifinal, where I'm going to say that they're going to play the Wolfpack of NC State. I'm going out on a limb.
I think Florida State's going to be too good for them tonight. But there's time for that later. We'll see where we're at later tonight. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the game.
Looking forward to it.